Hey guys, Professor Sav here with the newsletter for December this month. I'm going to read a bunch of things today, and we got a lot to talk about for this month. Okay, first thing I want to talk about is we're going to be closed on Christmas Eve, the 24th, Christmas Day, the 25th, and the 26th. We're also going to be closed on New Year's Eve, the 31st, and New Year's Day, the 1st. Okay. Also, guys, for the newer guys who this was the first year that you were part of the academy, every year I make people fill out a list of jiu-jitsu related goals and turn them in. Okay, they could be about like your belt rank, how many times you want to compete, like basically what you want to get accomplished in the next year. It's very important to set goals. Okay. If you set goals and then you go over them, I'd say every 3 months, to see like where you stand, okay, you'd be surprised how much you could accomplish in the course of a year. Most of the people who set goals really especially for the people in the first year, you kind of obliterate your goals. I mean, it's very nice at the end of the year to look back and say, oh my God, this is what was important to me at this time last year. Like a couple of people that I've done their year-end evaluation so far, have just destroyed their goals, okay? And guys, I'm going to make every single person this year, even if you didn't, we seem to have a trend of the people who know they accomplished their goals and want to do their year-end evaluation, and the guys who didn't, or didn't have a good year, or didn't, just didn't come to class or whatever, you kind of hide. Okay, but especially the upper belts, the purple belts, the brown belts, okay, I don't care if you accomplish them or not, you're doing a year-end evaluation this year because I'm going to kick you in the ass, okay, if that's what you need, okay, you might not like what I want to hear, but maybe it'll make your next year going forward, okay, guys, if you didn't do a year-end review yet, okay, make sure you get that done, okay. I also want to congratulate, we had a lot of people get belts this month. Okay, Elliot, Marco, Tim O'Connor, Tom O'Connor, Pete O'Connor, and Spencer all received their blue belts. Congrats, guys. And Sean got his yellow belt. Okay, I want to talk about guys. If you're looking for besides gear, jiu-jitsu related stuff for Christmas this year, these are things that I really recommend that every jiu-jitsu practitioner should either have, for the DVDs you need to watch them, and for a book, okay? This is called Legacy, about Renzo Gracie. Every jiu-jitsu practitioner should watch this DVD, okay? You could get this for like $13. Ask somebody for it for Christmas, okay? Another one is Choke. Okay, everybody should watch Choke. Okay, it's about Hicks and Gracie. Every jiu-jitsu practitioner should be watching. You should have seen Choke at least once. Okay, another one is The Gracies and the Birth of Vale Tudo. Okay, this is a kind of a new one, just came out last year, but every jiu-jitsu practitioner should watch this. Okay, if you're looking for jiu-jitsu instructionals, okay, I really recommend Sala Ribeiro Jiu-Jitsu Revolution. There's like 4 different ones, and I recommend Rafael Lovato's DVDs. Okay, I'm pretty sure you could buy them at scienceofthegame.com. I think that's what his website is. Okay, but those are the ones that I really recommend. Okay, for reading, guys, every single person should read The Gracie Way, okay, or at least the parts in the book about each of the Gracies, okay, but every single person should read this, okay. And as far as other books, the 2 that we have in the academy that you guys have on the stripe sheets, Sala Ribeiro Jiu-Jitsu University, okay, best jiu-jitsu book I ever read, okay, and the other one, the Hoyler and Renzo Gracie book, all the self-defense is in that book, okay. Also, guys, going forward next year, okay, I'm really going to start testing people on their self-defense, even the blue belts. Okay, everybody, if you don't know your self-defense, you don't know jiu-jitsu, period. Okay, especially from our lineage. Okay, for the guys, I've heard people talk about how they don't feel like they need to learn the self-defense until they're like a purple belt. You're wrong. Okay, when I come back, which should be about a month and a half, 2 months, I'm actually going to add another self-defense class on Sunday mornings. Okay, at I think it was 10. Yeah, at 10 o'clock. Okay, so there will be another self-defense class during the week. Okay, I want to talk about some other things, just some tips, guys, to improve your game. Okay, there was a, I wanted to, just give everybody at the end of the year some steps to go forward. Okay, the first thing is train regularly, guys. Okay, you need to train if you really want to get great or get to black belt level. You need to train 2 or 3 times a week. Okay, your progress is going to be slower if you don't come as much. Okay, so you need to adjust your schedules. We can't do that for you. We have great instruction here. Okay, but you need to get here in order to improve. Okay, another thing is pay attention to your instructors. Okay, like I just said, we have some of the best instruction in the country here. Okay, and nowadays with all the apps that are out there and the DVDs, and there's so much stuff on Facebook, on YouTube. Okay, people seem to get lost, and like you almost get into a situation where you're kind of teaching yourself, and you want to work on what you want to work on. But it's very important to pay attention to your the curriculum that your school is showing. Okay, and tap into like your instructors, like at the end of class. I mean, listen, guys, we have some guys here, and everybody knows who they are, who just bother me with ridiculous questions every day after class, just because they want to ask a question or they want their 5 minutes with me or whatever. Don't ask dumb questions. But like if you have questions about a position or things that you're working on, ask me. Okay, ask Sean, ask Mo, ask Professor Long. Okay. Tap into like your black belt instructors. Okay. Another thing is, guys, take notes. Okay, I used to. I haven't said this in a long time, but I'm very big on keeping a book. Okay, I haven't really seen anybody taking notes, even at seminars. Okay, we had some great seminars here this year. Where guys weren't taking notes. Okay, I think the only person I saw taking notes this year was Maria, when she was out and she was pregnant. Okay, it's very important to take notes because it's very easy to go back. Okay, keep that book. If you don't know how to keep a book, ask me, I'll help you. Okay, and another one, guys, is watch videos. I know I'm telling you guys to tap into your instructors, but watch stuff. But what I would suggest is, okay, say we're working on like guard passing that week, or passing to mount. Okay, that's a great week to watch video. To go back and if you have Lovato's series, okay, to go back and study that. If we're working on let's just say open guard that week, like a sit-up guard. Okay, great week to watch videos of Marcelo Garcia and stuff like that. Try to watch videos like that to coincide with what we're showing during the week. I really think that'll help you guys improvement. Okay, drill positions after class. We've talked about Lovato every time he comes here talks about the outliers theory. Okay, and practicing something, you got to practice something 10,000 times to master it. Okay, drill positions after class, especially if you're not training and you're not rolling after class. Drill those positions. Okay. And another thing, guys, is, and this gets lost a lot, have fun training, okay? Like a lot of you guys, get so caught up in, trying to get to the next belt, stuff like that, and worrying about, nonsense, you lose sight, like we had a student who, one of our upper belts, too, I'd say about 2 months ago, we were drilling a week of positions that he's not very good at, and he got so caught up in that week that he was miserable that whole week because he was having trouble. I mean, but listen, that's why we have those weeks, so you could work on your weaknesses and stuff like that. But don't let it get you so down that you're not having fun. You got to have fun when you're training. If you're not having fun when you're training, okay, you're jiu-jitsu is going to become like a chore, and you're not going to enjoy it anymore. And we actually had we had some upper belts quit, because they just weren't having fun. They kind of lost themselves a little bit, in that way. Okay, all right, guys. I wanted to end this with a nice year-end message. Okay, this was a great year. Even somebody like me who had a tough end of the year. Okay, I'm very thankful that this happened for me. It's just another learning experience for me, and I'm grateful this happened to me because it kind of put life in perspective for me. As far as the school goes, okay, we had some great seminars here this year. Rafael Lovato, David Deeve gave a tremendous seminar here, one of the best I've ever seen. Okay, some of you guys went to a Hoist Gracie seminar, got to learn from one of the sources of jiu-jitsu. Okay, we're going to have JT here again this month at the end of the month. Let me get off track, guys. Don't forget, JT is doing a seminar December 28th. If you didn't sign the board yet, sign the board. The seminar is for free. I am paying for it personally. Okay, and that's my Christmas present to everybody, so don't miss that seminar. Okay, but guys, we had a great year this year. Okay, we won a couple of team trophies, you know, in tournaments, which is always an awesome thing to do. We had guys winning tournaments for the first time, guys and girls, you know, which is always awesome to see. Always makes me very happy. Okay, we've had, you know, we're having guys like move up, you know, in rank. Like, you know, some guys are getting, you know, upper belts. You know, which is always great to see. Like, we got some purple belts this year, so many new blue belts. You know, I'm so proud of everybody and like the growth a lot of you guys have made and the growth that we made as a school, you know, this year. Okay, 2014 was a great year, you know, for everybody, and even as far as like our facility. Okay, we moved into, you know, like a beautiful new facility where we are now. Like, it's always been a dream of mine to have a school like that. You know, we got some of the top instruction in the United States here. You know, and you know, and I think it's just going to get better. Like, you know, I believe next year, 2015, is going to be one of the best years for our school ever. Like, I anticipate us making a couple more black belts, and you know, guys barring injury, and you know, like I'm just so pumped up about like where our school is going to be at the end of next year. You know, so I'm really excited about like going forward. Okay, guys, so you know. Guys, have a happy holiday, whatever your holiday is, and let's have a great new year. Get your goals in, and let's make 2015 the best one ever. Okay, guys, peace, and you know, I hope the next year is as good as this one was. Okay, hosts.